Alright guys, here we are in the bottom left in this best of 5. We do have MaxPax, and then the top right we do have Gerald, who came in here after a lot of walkovers, a lot of work himself against Björn, for example. But definitely a crazy bracket tonight here. Helping out our friend Gerald. No, MaxPax already had to defeat Cure. And he of course was seed number 1, so there's a case to be made that... oh my god, this doesn't work. There's a case to be made that this guy has the easiest road anyways, but he had to go through whatever was necessary to do here as well. I don't think there were a lot of dodges on his side of the bracket. We can quickly check this one. Oop. So special, yeah, he had to win against special, then he had to win against Cure, and then there could have been Solar, which didn't show up, I guess, but in case Solar didn't show up, he had to play Cure, or had to face Cure, so I guess he had to go through one or the other anyways there. A very strong player, indeed. Now on the other side, Gerald. Gerald got... the first player he didn't have to play was Bunny. The second player he didn't have to play was Hero. And the first real test to him was Björn. Now he didn't manage to win that one, so he's actually in good shape right now. But is he able to beat MaxPax in a PvP? Which might be MaxPax's best matchup. Historically, he has a about a 75% win rate in this matchup. It's kind of crazy. It's extremely high. And this counts matches from his early career as well, where he wasn't that great yet. So I think the more recent PvP matchup might be even higher, something amongst 80% or something around there. Yeah, throwing down the Nexus. Good delay here by Gerald, but I mean, he's gonna go for his own Nexus, but he's already behind the Stargate. No, he clearly has a plan. He should probably play MaxPax a lot. That's great here by Gerald, actually. Good positioning on those stalkers. Very nice. You were probably thinking, why did the stalker teleport as well? It didn't. It had its brother, its twin brother, over there, waiting for the Adept Shade to come in. And the Lyode didn't even see it. Now, Oracle, I assume... yeah, we have the first one, but he's not making a second unit out of the Stargate, which is kind of fishy. Going instantly into the Twilight Council here. Stalkers do intercept the Oracle. Very good movement here by Gerald. He should have something in the main. He's actually recalling those Stalkers, and this was tagged. So kudos here to MaxPax, having the clear mind ready to actually do that, so he can monitor the movement of those stalkers. And Gerald does see that there's no extra units coming out of the Stargate. He does lose a probe, literally, and that's about it. Blink coming online here for Gerald, but actually later than for MaxPax, who went in for a second probe assassination. So in the end, the Oracle didn't really do much, but it kept Gerald at home. He does kill 3 probes in total, he loses 1 Adept, and we see it's 4 Stalkers to 5 Stalkers at this point. MaxPax is starting to pull ahead here. He wants to throw down his third base. Already third base though for Gerald. So he delayed his extra units a couple minutes there to get that extra Nexus out first, or a couple seconds. And then get another attack with the Oracle on top of these Stalkers. He does have a stasis trap here. Gerald doesn't know about this trap. He doesn't see it apparently. You could probably just send in a probe or something. And it should be fine. Now this could be an issue. If he really doesn't see this, this could be an issue. If he just walks into the trap and just dies, because he gets half of the army trapped, that would be an issue. That would be a big issue. He needs to not walk into that direction. And he does not have Blink yet himself, but we're gonna see Blink in a moment here for MaxPax. Now he does have Blink. He can blink away. He's gonna try to pull Stalkers into this stasis trap, and if he succeeds, well, he will be able to win this fight and snowball it quite heavily. Now shield battery getting overcharged here does make the trade 1-for-1. The probe tries to disarm the trap and it does work. It does get killed though. So the trap literally connected with nothing. Gerald walking. Oh, I think he saw that one. I think he saw that one. No, he didn't. And that's what MaxPax is waiting on, and now Gerald is dead. GG. Look at the damage that was dealt. 6 Stalkers to 7, we can say kind of even. 2 sentries, that's nice. I mean, it's nice for MaxPax. And 1 adept, yeah. You're already trading better here. 1 zealot, I guess. For the pylon, you can kind of say that's kind of even. 12 probes for nothing. And do you think there's a comeback against a MaxPax, out of all people, in a situation like this? Do you think there is? Well, Gerald, maybe you can surprise us. Maybe you can. I hope you can. I wish you can. I don't think you can. Double adapt walking into the natural here. It's gonna start to chew down those drones, those probes. He's actually hitting the unbailable plates there. A little bit of miss micro move. Now he's gonna lose workers. And the pylon here. At this base, he's gonna walk again into these traps. Can he get Gerald to commit again into this place? I don't think so. I think he saw those. But we see already the 4th base about to be done. It's not even taken here for Gerald, so yeah. He does get 1 of the traps, he doesn't get the 2nd one. Oracle's still roaming. These stasis traps have been really a boon. But we're about to hit charge now. We're about to hit +1. And that's gonna be, well, probably the end of this push here. Just sacrifice another Stalker there for the stasis trap, but I mean, look at that. Zealots and Stalkers are just gonna outperform this only Stalker group. Both players are gonna have +1 in a moment, but follow-up is just too strong, it seems. This base also trying to be taken right now is under a lot of pressure here, and yeah. He's blinking them from the top, he's bringing in slow zealots to a location they can't fight from. He does somehow hold this for now, but the reinforcements that killed off the 4th base are here for MaxPax. He brings in an immortal. As I said 3 minutes earlier already, Gerald is dead. MaxPax has this. Clown Fiesta PvP. There we go. Yeah. Okay, next map's gonna be Talisman, at least. I like to see that. Different map. Oh man, it takes me so long to join. Finally I can see my own profile though, it's been a while. 5,000 career games, okay. And most of them during Wings of Liberty. Let's check the the letters. Career summary. Yeah, last time I played on this account actively was 2019, I guess. Oh, it's all Legacy of the Void. There we go. Wings of Liberty is the most stuff. Heart of the Swarm is really non-existent for me for some reason on my account. Alright guys, second map here in this best of 5. 1-0 up in the top right, it is MaxPax. In the bottom left we do have Gerald. Curva! Screaming curva to his PC when he went into the stasis trap with the 4 stalkers and basically lost the game. Oh, that's cute. He's utilizing... This is so cute. This is your pylon position. I didn't know this exists. Okay, this is like the pylon position, right? That's kind of cute. Cute. Oh, Patches, you're such a cute guy, man. The map maker Patches, of course. Lovely thing. Such a loving heart to the Protoss player. Even though he plays Terra himself. Now, until that point, Gerald actually looked quite good. He looked on par with MaxPax, but when he walked into the stasis trap and he just got outmaneuvered and basically lost all of his everything and the game, that's when he didn't look as good anymore. And that's something that only happens once against MaxPax, and then he's gonna take the game. He's gonna break you. Because he's that good. That smooth in execution. Again, going for his signature Stargate opening, most likely. Well, there's the Stargate. Of course, this is being seen by Gerald. And he's gonna try to delay this as much as possible, but there's already a Zealot here, so I don't think he's gonna have a good time delaying this. Just throw down another pylon. Could have thrown down a Cybernetics if he really wanted to go full hero mode, but he didn't do so. Pylon is about to go down here. And he didn't get cancelled. You can run away with this guy if you want to. That's Gerald. He's gonna snag the Adept here, but the Adept does shade out. This time the Brother Stalker is with his own brother. Is PvP Max a best matchup? It might just be. I think it is. I can go check in a moment here. I can pull up his profile. I only know the all-time stuff right now though, so I'm not sure in the current, in like his current year or something. I'm gonna quickly check MaxPax. But for his all-time statistics, indeed, it is his best matchup. Even better than his Protoss against Random, which is sitting at 68% win rate. Then we have Protoss against Zerg at 68.9% win rate, and PvT is at 60.2% win rate, and then PvP at 70.44% win rate. So that's insane. And that's including all of his matches, so that means all of his early career matches are in there as well. I don't know his recent statistics. I can probably do those, but I'm not gonna check now. Maybe in between the games here. Now, Gerald is setting up a sneak pylon, and MaxPax is not seeing this. This might be a PvP out of these 24 or 25%, 25.6% that he does not win, because this could be just the surprise that Gerald needs to pull off a win. He still has the high ground vision. Oh, MaxPax is gonna see it. Oh no. Oh no. This corner would have been better. Oh no, he's gonna evacuate the probe. Now, it can be cool because you can, I think, you can just walk up with the probe, generate the vision inside the tunnel, and then you can blink over with the stalkers, right? That's so great. Great content here. It's gonna lose that pylon. Maybe it's one of those 74% games. We'll have to wait and see. We can check the direct comparison between those two, actually, head-to-head statistic here. Quickly pull that up. How they have fared so far. They should have probably played a lot of games. Now, MaxPax is trying to kill a pylon here, but oh my god, another. Look at them wiggle. And he will lose only one stalker at least for that one. But he might lose some different things. Oh, that's great. Look at this. He has no vision. He cannot blink up. That's a perfect set of force fields here. Insta reaction there by Gerald. By the way, they do not regen shields inside these things. And yeah, the issue is though Gerald is now disjointed. There's another stasis trap. This might already be again a little bit too much here for our Red Prowler's play. He's been losing too much ground. These stasis traps, man, you just need to go Phoenix against this guy. You cannot. I mean, look at this. Again. You just cannot. He's gonna lose this Nexus. Even the Zealot now getting in on the action here. Stand his ground here. You're not allowed to move your legs. He does lose the Nexus. Poof. It feels like Gerald is like anticipating the most things and making the correct moves and correct choices, and he's actually playing a really good game. And then he walks into a stasis trap. And then he just loses. Now what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And we're gonna check for, I guess we're gonna check from last year's January to this year. The head-to-head between the two of them. Probably we don't want to actually check that. It's a little bit one-sided. So, since 2024 in official matches, I'm not sure how to say this, but Gerald is down. He has a 5% win rate against MaxPax. So Gerald is 95% against. Sorry, MaxPax is 95% in win rate against Gerald, and that's almost, it's serious. And in maps, he is up 89% to 11%. So there you go. Now, can Gerald make it one of those 10% or the 5%? Can he bring in the 5%? Can he bring out the 5%? I feel like this attack is not going to do it though. It's about to deplete all of his units here. The second War Prism coming in at a bad angle, but it doesn't really matter. Zealot's slicing up the last stalker there. So yeah. In 2005, this year, MaxPax has yet to drop a series, and they actually played quite a bit. So it's not like they played like 3 series or something. We're looking at a 22 series count between the two of them in the past 2 years. And MaxPax has won 21 out of those. He lost 1. And the game count is 41 games to 5 losses. So that's the map count. And yeah, the only series that MaxPax dropped to Gerald was a best of 3 in the Kung Fu Summer Weekly. Now, that doesn't say that Gerald can't win against MaxPax, it just doesn't happen that often. Apparently. So there you go. We can even go further, but it's quite a good data pool for professional matches here. So yeah, MaxPax is heavily favored, of course. in this series. Already up 2-0. Seems to be another one of these 95% games. Alright guys, let's go into the next map here between Gerald and MaxPax. Can Gerald take a map at this point? Start chart. So far MaxPax has kind of utilizing the same trick over and over again. It's like he's figured out how Gerald moves on the map. MaxPax and Gerald. Now he's doing the same thing over and over. He's going into one oracle, he's going into very fast blink follow-up, and he's going into a tactical maneuver. The stasis trap blink. Now Gerald needs to be on point on seeing those stasis traps, but apparently he's not. And that's where he always gets caught. He has half the army or the full army not being able to fight, not being able to defend, and he just loses from that point. So why not try to go and just make it ugly? Go into Phoenix Wars. Bring it to MaxPax like he doesn't even like to play. It feels like if you try to make it ugly against him, you probably have a better chance at... who was stronger here? Gerald for a second. The probe pushed back the probe from MaxPax there for a tiny bit, but then eventually they do re-accelerate and readjust the angles of movement. That might have been a foreshadowing though on this map. Maybe it is time for Gerald to pick up a map win here and make the impossible 5%, seemingly impossible 5% happen. Again, going for the double gate opening though. So he's not gonna go into the Stargate Wars. No Phoenix Wars. Now Stargate, of course, on the way here from MaxPax. How is Gerald gonna play this? Is he gonna try to just bully his opponent? He's going into 3 gates already. He might just try to go into... Oh, he wanted to throw it on the semi score, but the shade did block it, and in the end he loses the probe. That's a big deal, because you want to delay the Nexus here as long as possible, so you can delay the overcharge on a shield battery, potentially. And the energy gathering there as well, right? So it's gonna have less energy for shield battery overcharges, or these how you ever call them, re-energization. And he does exactly cancel his own gate because the plan is not going to work. It's going to throw down a Nexus here, so he's going to match the Nexus speed of MaxPax, but he's just down on tech at this point. There's going to be the Oracle again here. It's gonna... Oh my god, even the Adept to stay alive, man. Things are not going Gerald's way at all. He's not gonna get the Adept. The Stalker's trying to find it, but that means he's not keeping tabs on this Oracle, of course. And there's a shield battery, but you have enough power. With an overjuiced Oracle, you have so much power, you can just kill the shield battery. Even the Sentry is a target at this point. He's gonna go for the stasis trap most likely. He's gonna actually throw it down in a different location here. He's gonna get it! Oh, come on! At this point, you might as well just move in your probes. That's too early. He still gets most of them. That's the income currently. Gonna keep this open. Just recall the Stalker. He has back some of his guys to mining again. Just gonna make a proxy Stargate. Okay. Is he gonna make an Oracle? No, he's back to mining. But he's so far behind in mining. Look at this. And it doesn't really even out. He's 400 ahead. Because he made extra probes during this time. Again, Oracle coming in here. Same location. It's gonna catch the geyser, guys. That's so annoying, man. But he's gonna lose the Oracle. He does catch the probes though again coming in. Oh my god. No. Oh, Gerald, never lucky. He doesn't make his own Oracle. But MaxPax is just gonna remake an Oracle. What are you gonna do here, Gerald? What are you gonna do? He's finally back to mining. Look at that damage. It's a mirror matchup. If you're not kind of even here, you are super far behind. He's behind like 1,000 minerals at this point or more. And that is paying off in Stalkers. There's way more Stalkers here for MaxPax. Look at that, 3 to 8. How are you gonna win this fight? Blink is way faster. Now the Oracle is out and it's gonna go across. It's gonna do things. The Stalkers are fully committed on the other side of the map. The Oracle is gonna wait actually for the second Oracle. And then he's gonna go in. No, he's coming back now because he needs the Oracles back at home. Is he gonna throw down stasis traps? No, there was an F2. Oh my god, even things going from bad to worse here. Gerald is not looking in a winnable position anymore. Can he make it happen with the Oracles though? Blink on top of his own army, but the Oracles coming in here are gonna kill most of the probes here. MaxPax was not anticipating this. Definitely a big mistake there from MaxPax not having a shield battery there, of course. Why would you, you say? And I think it's the correct thing to say. You wouldn't, because you shouldn't, because you're cutting corners. Because you want to be as perfect as you can. But this might have been the ticket back into the game here for Gerald. He did lose both Oracles now, and this is an investment. But it did bring him back a little bit. He did even out the worker count almost. He's still behind, and he's the Nexus behind, so he has way less worker production. He still has no blink. He's gonna lose the Stalkers now. He does still get 2 Stalkers, but he will lose. Oh yeah, he stops there for a second, so another blink is gonna do the trick here. Another Stalker's gonna fall. Some nice counter blink, dodging the shots, but now it's off cooldown, so he's gonna lose these guys. And the Oracle is coming in for round number 25, it seems like. More and more stasis traps. Stalkers again here. This time there's no 2 Oracles waiting on the other side of the map. I feel like Gerald is about to throw the flinte into the corn, as we say in Germany. He's about to give in. Now the Oracle is even starting to kill workers there. And yeah, no more Stalkers ready here. No more weapons ready. No more money in the bank for Gerald. Nothing left. He does have 1 more Oracle coming in, killing again units, but it's just too little. Too little, too late. And MaxPax does take the game here. Wow, what a play. MaxPax really throwing so many curveballs there, Gerald. And that execution with the pushing, with all the defensives, with all those stasis traps, just putting down the perfect stasis traps, it was just too good. Gerald couldn't keep up. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you had a good time. Please make sure to follow the channels, not join the channel. But you can also join the channel. Just make sure to follow it if you haven't yet, and make sure to follow me on Twitter, on my socials, on StarCraft, on YouTube, stuff like that. Go there, do that.